Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful Taurus, and it's for November 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for November 2018. When it comes to work, when it comes to career, this is going to be the month. When it comes to financial situation and a nice, beautiful, powerful realization, this is going to be the month. When it comes to the actual burden, there is a big, huge, massive, annoying, unnecessary burden coming to an end. And burden is a lot to do with the family problem, with the family issue, with the family negativity, something that was caused in the past, maybe within the next couple of years, within the next 3 years, and it's just became a burden. So that's connected to the family, that's connected to your life, that's connected to your worries, that's connected to your fears and things like that. There are lots of fears you were going through, lots of negativities you were going through because of this particular reason. And just remember, it is connected to the family, and it is connected to the certain family member, but therefore it's connected to everybody else, because it's just kind of spread this kind of uncertainty, not only to you but to the rest of the family. So that it's going to resolve itself, that is going to have a really good outcome. And I'm so happy for you, my beautiful Taurus, because I know you've been struggling emotionally for a while. You've been feeling a little bit negative, and you will keep on keep on trying to make yourself to being engaged with certain things in order to forget about the certain negativities or certain problems that you had. So that problem is going to resolve itself, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Because my babies, you were the number 3. Number 3 is your number, and this means that massive problem is going to come to an end. That massive problem is going to resolve itself. It is not going to be completely resolved, but it's going to be realization, step in the right direction, the whole new beginning, the whole new realization. So the problem is finally going to start sorting itself out, and this is going to be brilliant, because this was something really heavy. This was something that was keep on preventing you to move on with your life, and this was something that was keeping you being really low, or maybe it was draining so much of your energy. So this is what number 3 means, that big problem is going to come to an end, and that big problem is going to actually the big problem that's connected not only to you but to the rest of the family. If you haven't got a family, it is just going to be something, the big problem that is connected to you, and it's connected to people who mean to you the most, people who have been or who could have been affected by this problem. Okay, and also number 3 means that it's just this is going to be such a significant time for those of you as well who are waiting for the certain success in general, for those of you who are waiting for the better financial situation. So much so it's very, 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 very significant. And for those of you that are trying to make it by yourself, and also for those of you that are having partners, for those of you that are having husbands and wives, this is going to be significant time, because the husband, wife and partner is going to have a really great time, really brilliant time when it comes to their own success, when it comes to their own power. And this in itself is going to bring the whole new motivation, not only to yourself, but also to your partner. But the bottom line is that this number 3 is bringing you the whole new motivation that is going to come through, and you're going to get motivated through your partner. And this is of course for those of you that are in relationships, but also on another hand, for those of you that are not in relationships, this is also going to bring you the time when you're going to get motivated and you're going to get inspired by somebody really powerful and really significant. Basically, you're going to get inspired by the right person, and this inspiration is going to become very significant, because it's going to be the direct answer to so many issues and so many problems that you had. Number 3 also means that this is the time for action. This is the month for action. This is the month of a progress, okay? And also very, 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 very powerful time for relationships, love relationship, friend relationships. People from the past are going to be keep on popping in and out, you know, come backwards and forwards and things like that. There are people from our past that are gonna come through, and this is just something that is just going to bring so much happiness into our lives, because this is going to be connected to people. This is going to be connected to the time when we were the happiest. Okay, when it comes to the actual health, this is also going to be the time when you're gonna kind of feel lots of tension when it comes to your shoulders and when it comes to your head. Lots of tension when it comes to your headache and when it comes to your shoulders. And also it is the month when you're gonna, on another hand, going to feel quite energetic. You see, the energy levels are going to be quite good. The energy levels are going to be quite powerful, which is on another hand going to make you feel really sharp, which is great to start new things and great to start new projects. But on another hand, I would like you to take it easy when it comes to caffeine. If you drink coffee, I would like to take it easy when it comes to cigarettes. If you do smoke and things like that, try not to smoke. It's really bad. But if you do smoke, you know, then, you know, people do smoke, you know what I mean? But just try to cut it down, try to take care of yourself, try to visit the forest, try to visit the nature, because forest and the nature are very significant, very powerful when it comes to like our own like energy, our own power. It revives us in so many different ways and so many different levels. So when it comes to the actual headache and attention like this, try to visit the forest and try to find the area that hasn't been visited before. Try to find the area that hasn't been touched before. Try to find an area which has been completely untouched by people or anything like that, you see. And once you find an untouched area, just place your hand on the ground, concentrate, and try to make a connection with the ground. Try to make a connection with the universe. Try to make a connection with God. Try to make a connection with Mother Nature. And that particular connection, just you will be able to feel this amazing energy, and try to feel this energy. And this energy is going to revive you. This energy is going to have a wonderful impact when it comes to the tension in your tension in your shoulders. And when it comes to your headache. So this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because this is also going to rejuvenate you on another hand. So this is something that I highly, highly, highly recommend. Now, my beautiful babies, going back to the first part of first date in November. Now the 2nd of November, it is just going to be the day, oh sorry, you're going to feel a little bit negative, you're going to feel a little bit low, you're going to feel a little bit miserable. Remember, you know, it's just so significant to have these days at the beginning of the month, because it's always yin yang. We need bad to have a good, we need good to have a bad, we need light to have a dark, we need dark to have a light. Just remember, it's a balance. So it's good to have this right at the beginning of November. So the 2nd of November, you're just going to feel a little bit low, you're going to feel a little bit concerned and little bit unhappy, but this unhappiness is going to be connected to that particular person in your life that you're just worrying about. This is not about you. This is not about your life. This is just you being bless your heart, and you are such a wonderful people. I love you, Taurus. But you worry about other people as well quite a lot without you realizing or not. So this is going to be worrying about it, about this particular person in your life, and it's just going to make you a little bit of anxious, and it's just going to make you feel a little bit worrying, okay? And that is just going to give you another like a little bit of like a hermit mode that you're going to have, which on another hand it's going to require from you to kind of withdraw from the situation for just a little bit. You're not going to feel like the best on that particular day to maybe like spend the time with people and things like that. But if you have to, then of course, you know, we don't always feel great, we don't always feel perfect. You just have to get on with life and go for it, you know. But it's just not going to be perfect. But the bottom line is that is going to be followed by a great success. So basically this is going to be brilliant because that family member, as I already said, that person or a family member that you were worrying about, it's actually going to have a great outcome, great impact, great result, and it's going to lead to their own personal success, and that in itself is going to make you feel really, really great and really happy. On another hand, by the end of the day, on the 2nd of November, you're gonna come to a realization that it's going to open your eyes, that it's going to make you feel really excited and really happy about the next stage of your life. But it's very much so to do with what you have done so far, what you have been focusing on, and now you're gonna be able to kind of like live this life, live these results, like connect to this energy and just relax and look at the things from a completely different angle. And it's all down to you. And also this is all down to you working hard, your own success, everything you have done so far. It was just so much. You were, Taurus, you were so busy when it comes to your work, when it comes to your financial situation, but also when it comes to your home, when it comes to your arrangements. You have been like all over the place, literally. But that on another hand drained you so much. That on another hand drained some of your energies, and that just kind of left you a little bit negative sometimes, because the energies were drained to the point that you were like kind of you just had to re-energize yourself. Like for example, you had to maybe sleep all night and then you're just completely re-energized and so on. So it depends. There's so many different ways anyway, but it's just that basically it is just going to be the great time, because it's going to be your own realization, but also admire. Other people are going to admire you, and that in itself is going to make you drawn towards the new stage. You will want to learn something new, something unusual, something different, and there is going to be a certain learning process that is going to be connected to it. Every time when you're trying to rediscover ourselves, every time when we are going through a kind of emotional problems, emotional issues, and also when we are trying to rediscover and discover our new path, our new way, our new journey, it is just so much going on out there. It is just so much going on in this world, and it just all depends. We need to feel free, we need to be free, we need to free our mind, okay? Because sometimes people just keep their mind negative. People close all the possible doors, and then it's not good. In order to open all the doors, in order to feel the spirituality, feel the universe, feel the power, I highly recommend to get something like a lapis lazuli, the stone of an ancient Egypt. You know how much I like Egypt, because I like anything ancient, okay? And this is a very powerful crystal, because this is going to help you a lot with the balance. This is going to help you a lot with rediscovery, and this is going to help you to like kind of heal in so many different areas and so many different sections, because you have been through so much, my beautiful Tauruses. But it's also a lot to do with you worrying about other people, worrying about other situations that were caused by other people. So I need you to get lapis lazuli. This comes with a sterling silver setting, and it comes with a sterling silver chain, and I need you to wear this like in November and December. Very significant for you to wear lapis lazuli until the end of this year, so you can protect yourself, but you can rejuvenate yourself as well. Very, very significant indeed. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. So lapis lazuli, something that I highly recommend, because it's going to have a wonderful impact on you and your energy. The second important date, my babies, it's going to be on the 14th of November. Oh, now on the 14th of November, it is the whole new confidence that is going to come through. The confidence that is going to come through, it's also going to be connected to somebody else in your family, or somebody else, a certain family member. Somebody is going to accomplish and reach a really powerful point in their life. That powerful point in their life is going to inspire you. This inspiration is going to be absolutely brilliant, because it's also going to make you kind of it's going to give you the whole new optimism, it's going to give you the whole new target, it's going to give you the whole new power, it's going to give you the whole new direction. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because it's not only about that, but it's about the realization to not forget to be happy, not forget to be ecstatic, not forget to enjoy this life, not again forget to live this life, because that success from somebody else is going to remind you of your own success. And this is going to be something really big here waiting for you, a very big key, very big problem. It's also going to resolve itself here by itself. It's going to make you very it's going to put you in exploring mood. You know, you will want to explore certain stage in your life, you will want to explore certain path in your life. There were certain things that you wanted to try, certain things that you wanted to do in your past, and these things are just going to bounce back. Do it, Try, go for it. It's just going to be literally like that, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. Your lucky number is going to be number 9 on that day, so it's 14th of November, and your lucky number is going to be 9, which means that you should like write number 9 on your hand, or maybe you should write it on a little bit of paper, have a little pendant with number 9 or something like that. As long as you have a number 9, it means that you're going to be completely connected to this particular energy, and that in itself is going to make things happen even sooner, make things happen in a really smooth and nice way. Also, it is just going to be a reading that is going to lead towards its own like a tranquility and peace, which means that all the nervous time, you were nervous so much lately, and for the last couple of years there was a lot of nervous energy that was going when it comes to you, my babies, and now there's a balance that is coming back, and this is going to be brilliant because this is going to resolve in you feeling very peaceful, in tranquility, and you will just want to sit down and you will want to check things out around you, and you will see them, feel them, sense them in a completely different way. The third important day is going to be on the 20 sign of the spirits. Okay, spirits are around on the 26th of November. You see, even the spirits are around. They made themselves known. But on the 26th of November, there is going to be the sign that you are going to have, realization that you are going to have, an omen that you are going to have. That particular omen is going to feel very enchanted. That particular omen is going to feel very different. That particular omen is going to feel like a very magical. There is something going to be very magical and very fairy tale-ish about it. Okay, so watch for the omen on the 26th of November, because this omen, this sign is going, what you're going to have, it's going to be your own affirmation. It's going to mean to you like so much. But just remember, this sign is going to be completely connected to what is going on in your life, and it's also going to be completely connected to your future planning, my baby. This is going to be very big indeed. And also 26th of November, I have to say something, that there is also going to be like a little hidden enemy that is going to happen. Little hidden enemy is going to come through, going to come forward, and it's going to make you realize to actually try to kind of just look at the things from a slightly different point of view. And it's also again going to make you realize that sometimes people can be a little bit naughty, and sometimes people can be a little bit negative. You see, Tauruses, you are good people, you have a very good heart, you know, and you're not horrible people or anything like that, but these people do happen in our lives because they just teach us a certain lesson. There is a certain lesson that you're going to learn here through the realization, like how people can be like a little bit weird sometimes. Also 26th of November, it's not the best day to actually try to sign something or try to buy something big. If you have to buy it, if it was already made on this particular day, if it was already like a pre-planned or planned for this particular day, and you can't change the date, then that's absolutely fine. You know, you're gonna have to go for it, but try to keep your personal things and personal issues and personal problems to yourself, and also try to protect yourself with a black tourmaline. You know how much I love black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is the crystal. This particular crystal is so powerful when it comes to protecting our own energy. It protects us against all sorts of negative energies, negative people, negative spirits, negative situations. We can get affected by negative energies in so many different ways. So black tourmaline is something that I highly recommend. This comes with the sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link is in the description below. You can get it on my website, and I highly recommend this because this is something that is just going to completely protect you against like a hidden enemies, or against like a people that don't mean well and things like that. Sometimes people don't even have to talk to us, they can just stand in front of us, but their energy is so strong and it's so negative that it's just draining so much out of us. By having a black tourmaline, you just protect yourself because you put this invisible wall. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Kitty. You put this invisible wall in between you and in between your enemies. So this is something that I highly recommend. But on another hand, it's also going to be a realization, great realization about a certain skill that you are going to have on the 26th of November. That particular skill is something that is going to stay on your mind. That particular skill is something that you can do really well. you're gonna start getting attached to this particular feeling, and as the time goes by, it's gonna become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. So that's on the 26th of November. You're gonna start thinking about particular skill, and that particular skill is just going to start makes more and more sense as the time goes by. June 2019 is going to be directly connected to 26th of November 2018. So June 2019 is directly going to be connected to that particular skill. You're about to plant a seed that is going to be really amazing, really powerful, and really significant for your life indeed. And it's not only your life, and it's people in your life. Okay, my beautiful Taurus is now going to the first part of November 2018. Now the first part of November 2018, the first week, is just going to this is just going to have a really wonderful impact on your own personal balance, and that balance is going to be brilliant in between you and other people. The time of awakening, time of meeting people, time of going out, time of like trying new things, a time of actually like being in touch with people that means to you so much. It's just going to be the time of awakening, and this is because it's going to be the balance. You know, even if you didn't feel like maybe having people at home, inviting people at home for a while or something like that, now November is just going to be like, hello everyone, you know, like literally like that. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because this is just basically the balance is just going to kind of flip itself over, and in between you and people, you're going to start going out, and you're just going to have that urge to feel things, see things in a completely different way, completely different light. And also great time for partners, a great time, especially the first week of November is going to be an amazing time for you and your partners, because it's just going to you're going to start feeling very loving with your partner, you're going to start feeling very close with your partner, you're going to really appreciate your partner is really going to appreciate you, and you've been through something very difficult like lately, and this particular difficult thing have just brought you together, which is brilliant. And for those of you that are single, you're also going to be able to direct this energy and redirect this energy when it comes to your friends, and especially when it comes to people in your past or people from the past that's going to become the part of your mind, the part of your thinking, you see. And that part of thinking is going to be very significant, because it's going to in turn into a very, very powerful manifestation. In fact, the whole November is going to be very significant when it comes to manifestation. So just think positively, think greatly, you know, think wisely, because whatever you not say whatever, but manifestation is energy is going to be very strong indeed. There is going to be the situation also the beginning of November that is just going to confuse you a little bit strange situation you're going to become a part of, because it's going to be something that is going to make you feel a little bit negative about your current situation, because it is just going to be connected to the part of your life that it is just going that made you feel really negative. And especially for the last 2 or 3 years, this is going to be very something is going to come back, something is going to come through that is just going to make you feel like you need to get out, you need to try something different, you need to try something new, you need to escape a little bit, you need to change your dimension a little bit, you need to change your environment a little bit. This is really important, because sometimes you know, these energies they get to the certain point when they shake up us to the bit that we just have to literally become a part of the whole new dimension or a different dimension. Therefore, with other words, we just have to try different dimensions, different directions in our life in order to be happy, in order to keep going, because we need to keep on rediscovering yourself. So this is going to be the time of rediscovery, but it's just so much going to be connected to the certain escape. And that certain escape that is going to be there is just going to be, on another hand, connected to the repressed emotions, which means that you weren't able to express yourself the way you wanted to express yourself, you weren't able to do what you wanted to do, and that's why you're just going to need to step back from the situation, chill out a little bit, and see what is going to come out of it. And the reason what's going to come out of it is just like you've been doing the right things, and it's just all about efficiency. All about you being efficient. Okay, the second part of November, this is when I get so happy for you, Taurus, because like, my goodness, I know how happy you're gonna be. The big, huge, massive banana problem is banana problem, my goodness, where do I get that from? Banana problem. This huge massive banana problem is coming to an end. Massive huge problem is coming to an end, which is going to be so good, which is going to be so significant, which is going to be so powerful and so optimistic you're going to become. And this is going to be connected to your own practicality. This is going to be directed to your own lifestyle, and this is going to be connected to your own security. You're not the only part of this. There are other people that are going to be part of it, and other people are going to be connected to this as a part of the team or like a family members. But that is just going to connect you, and that is going to bring something that you wanted for a really, really long time, something that you were focusing on for a really long time, something that you had it in your mind so perfect, something that you had it in your mind so sharp, but it just wasn't happening. That puzzle was missing. That puzzle was missing. Now the missing puzzle is like, hey, coming through. Now this missing puzzle is coming through, and that missing puzzle is just going to make the whole new picture. But the picture is not going to be like you wanted it to be. The picture is not going to be how you imagined it to be. The picture is going to be incomplete, but completely different. And this is brilliant. This is fantastic, because this in itself is just going to basically make you a little bit indecisive. You're going to have to look at the things from a slightly different angle. By the time we get to the last part of November, you're going to need to look at the things from a slightly different angle. And these things that you're going to look at from a slightly different angle are going to have direct impact on your home, family, what you're going to do next, your living arrangements, like what do you like, what you don't like, any edits you need to make and things like that. There is a judgment that you're going to need to make, a really big important judgment at the end of November. This is going to be huge, and it is going to require from you to look at someone wise, to get in touch with someone wise, to get in touch with some kind of spiritual leader, to get in touch with some shaman or something like that. Somebody very, very powerful you're going to be in touch with, and that particular person is going to give you an amazing advice, spiritual advice. This is so important. It doesn't have to be directly like you talk to someone, hello, like John or something, but no, it could be like you just watch someone like me, for example, hello, like this, and you get this particular realization and the answer to that particular problem. And that in itself, it's gonna be bombastic, because by the time we get to the end of November, there is going to be a reason for celebration. You will want to celebrate because the heavy problem is about to go. The water is about to take a huge stone that was on your heart, that was causing a lot of problems, that was causing a lot of heaviness, that was causing a lot of negativity, and that big problem is being around for a long time, and that was caused by somebody else, and that was, on another hand, you were affected by it as well, and other people were affected by it, and the problem, massive, huge problem, it's coming to an end. And that's why you're going to have a celebration, okay? A beautiful celebration with the people who mean to you the most. And also healing. When it comes to those of you with the long ailments that you didn't see any improvements or anything like that, this is going to be a beautiful time, a wonderful time of healing, because there is a healing time coming through. And the healing time is going to be powerful, because it is going to have this ability to actually shake you out in the best possible way, and make you realize that the things and the health is improving. Very, very significant indeed. And also very good news when it comes to your own possessions, something really big, some kind of possession, and something that you were worrying about, kind of you had certain worries attached to it. There is a very good a realization that you are going to have, and that realization that you are going to have, it's going to be connected to some kind of to whole new determination that you are going to have. But the problem is going to come to an end, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. I do see inheritance. It's going to be very significant when it comes to you, my beautiful Taurus, is an inheritance at the end of November 2018. You're either going to hear about it or you're either going to get it. Okay, so now my beautiful Tauruses, I'm going to shuffle these cards, And I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. And by the way, if you would like to buy these cards, these tarot cards that I'm using, you can also buy these tarot cards, and the link is in the description below. I like my tarot cards very unique. I like my tarot cards very different. They need to be vintage. They need to be old. Sometimes they're Italian. I don't only have old Italian tarot cards that I use, like a vintage, you know, but loads of them are. And basically, I like unique, I like vintage, you know, I like different. I just absolutely love old tarot cards. So much energy, so much power. Okay, so if you'd like to buy these tarot cards, just you can get it in the description. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these cards now, and it's for Tauruses that are in relationship for November 2018. Okay. Okay, that's very, very interesting. Interest. Making up my own words as I go along. Okay, this is Taurus. This is a really good time for those of you that are in relationship. I mentioned about it. I spoke about it already. It's brilliant. It's fantastic. It is just going to revive your relationship. It is going to be lots of sexy time, lots of good time, lots of people getting closer together if things didn't work out. This is going to be really, really brilliant. But there is a big problem that it's coming to an end. And the big problem that it's coming to an end, it's completely connected to your partner, and it's so much connected to some kind of financial situation, work, career. If you are retired, it's just a financial situation, maybe certain stage of the next journey just affected your partner to the point that your partner was actually kind of thinking about it a lot, and your partner kind of didn't know what to do, didn't know which direction to go, didn't know which way to turn, and your partner was kind of worrying and couldn't do what they wanted to do, couldn't go towards the direction they wanted to go because of the financial situation. And that on another hand affected their self-esteem, that on another hand affected their confidence, and that on another hand affected their sleep. So now the big problem is coming to an end. The bottom line is, when I say the big problem when it comes to your partner is coming to an end, is that means that your partner was affected by this a bit more than you could actually imagine, because it was affecting both of you, or it was affecting the whole family. So there is a success. The partner is going to go through really nice success. This is what's going to happen. Financially, your partner is going to start feeling really good, feeling really great, because there is a success that is going to come through. And that on another hand is going to give you the whole new motivation. It is going to reflect on both of you in such a wonderful way, because it is just going to motivate you both. Your partner is going to start feeling really happy, and it's going to get the balance back. So your relationship is going to get a balance back. But on another hand, this is going to bring you the whole new motivation. This is exactly what you wanted, exactly what you needed. The whole next step is going to come forward. I do see lots of romance, love, and things like that. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle these cards, my beautiful Taurus babies, and I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are single. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, you see, this is something, Taurus. I think it's time for you to go out. Time for you to enjoy yourself. If you're single and ready to mingle, time to buy little orchids and give them to people who you fancy. No, if you are single, this is the time to go out. This is the time to go and enjoy yourself. Not only you will have a great time, not only you will have a part of so many different situations that you would never be. You will be facing lots of situations this month that are going to be connected to this unknown. You will be facing lots of situations this month that are going to be connected to the brand new beginnings, and that in itself is going to make you feel really optimistic, and that in itself is going to give you the whole new power, the whole new strength to become very keen and very eager, like to do like things that are actually completely new, brand new, and things that were making you a little bit nervous before, that would make you a little bit nervous before. Now you're gonna feel very, very powerful and to do. Now you're gonna feel very excited to do. So this energy is just going to change completely, and this is purely because of these wonderful energies that are going to be in your sign from November 2018, and that is just going to bring some situation that is going to make you think about a new stage and a new beginning in your life, something new, something different, and you will do it, you will go for it. And once you try and do this something new and something different, it is just, you're going to find yourself in an unusual situation, and you're going to find yourself being a part of unusual situation, and part of that unusual situation is going to make you realize something about yourself, and not while you're part of that situation, but when you go home, you relax, you chill out, you go to sleep, you get in touch with your spirit guides, your angels, your subconscious mind, and there is going to be a very powerful realization that you're going to have. After this powerful realization, what you're going to have is just going to start making you kind of being drawn towards a certain person, and you're going to become very passionate about this certain person, and it's somebody who's completely different to you, who you would normally like, somebody who is completely different who you would normally go for, and this particular person is of course going to become more significant and more significant in your life. And this is in itself, it's going to make you think about the way you feel about this person, because every single time you see this person, you're just going to feel very peaceful, and you're going to feel very tranquil, you're going to feel really, really nice. And this is because this person is really powerful, and this person is somebody that you are going to start feeling very drawn towards. I do see a romance, I do see the beginning of a romance, and I do see some kind of very harmonious energy between you and this person. And the very significant thing about this person that you're going to meet for the first time is going to be how harmonious you feel, how close you feel very quickly, and how in touch you already feel so quickly with this particular person. And this is because there is going to be so much in between you. The energy is going to be really strong. This is somebody that was part of your spiritual journey in one of your past lives, and that's why you will feel like you knew each other for a really long time, and the effect that that person is going to have on you and that you are going to have on this person is going to be different. And this is something that is going to attract both of you towards each other, and I think it's going to be amazing because you're about to discover something very, very interesting about your life through this person. Okay, my beautiful Tauruses, I love you to bits. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. And of course, I wish you a happy November. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.